What's up, my friend? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fly hooks and fly vocals like a professional. Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Macro from Mixing with Macro. I'm a professional mixing and recording engineer, and I've done mixing and recording for major record labels and many independent artists. And my goal is to help you streamline your mixing and recording process for fast and consistent results. That is why I created a free cheat sheet where you can get a professional sounding mix in only 5 steps in as little as 30 minutes. So go ahead, check the description and check it out. Absolutely free. Now let me show you how to fly vocals like a professional. Alright, I'm going to show you exactly how you need to fly vocals when you're in your sessions. Now, this is one of the easiest ways to do it. I'm going to show you the fastest way you can do it. Let's hear what we're working with here.
Nigga was lost, so yes I found. Hitting the gas, burning it out. Nigga I'm on, yes I counted. Yeah, studio on the tower. Yeah, macro pour the power on. Yeah, best believe the world is ours. Yeah, best believe the world is yours.
Now, the first thing when it comes to flying vocals is finding the tempo, right? You have to find the tempo of your session. I have a video where you can learn how to find the tempo in many different ways and choose the way that best works for you. Now, I'm not going to find the tempo for this particular song because I have a lot of information on that, so go ahead and check that. I'm just going to show you how to fly the vocal. Now, I know my tempo is 140. Now, what I've learned, I'm going to let you in a little secret, what I've learned from a lot of studio work, from years of studio work. Let's just pretend that there's nothing here. Let's just pretend there's nothing there. Like, we've just recorded the artist, or if you're recording your own song, you just recorded up to this point right here. Alright, so now you identify that this is the hook. So like from this point right here. This is how important it is to find a tempo. Alright, so you identify that's the hook. Now what I found is, as you have this section here is slept on simply because it tells you where your selection has started. So my selection started at 9 bars, or bar 9, and it ended at bar 17. We can see 17 right here, and the length of the selection is 8 bars. So we could see that 8 bars of this song has been selected right there. Now the secret is, a lot of beats, they have a structure. There's an intro, a lot of times there's a hook that comes right after the intro, then there's a verse, then there's a bridge, then there's a hook, and then it repeats after that. Some beats have different structure, but for most beats, that's the structure. So you can pretty much tell that, all right, for me, I know that 40 bars from the beginning of my hook is going to be when the hook is going to drop again. All right, so I would stretch out 40 bars, and that's why it's important to find a tempo. All right, there's nothing here. I think there's only background vocals here. And that's how easy it is. And even if the artist looks at you and say, hey bro, the hook doesn't start there, it starts a little bit further out. Just say they want to rap forever, and they're like, nah, it starts over here. All you got to do is select it. That's how important it is to find the tempo. Select this section. Oh, no problem. Boom, put the hook there, or put the hook there.
Nigga was lost, so yes I found. Hitting the gas, burning it out. Nigga I'm on, yes I counted. Yeah, studio on the tower. Yeah, macro pour the power.
Very, very, very simple. A lot of times I'll be in the studio and the artist is like, all right, I want this word to repeat. Let's get a little bit closer here. I want this word to repeat. I want to repeat this phrase. I was like, all right, let it come again. Let's just say it's right here. All right, 2 bars. I select 2 bars. I do a duplicate. I delete that, and we don't need this. All right, so you just want from this word to this word and this word, this word. So you just want this stuff to repeat. So crib by the sea, crib by V. And crib in the hills, crib by the sea, crib by V. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy. Let me show you one more thing and then we're gonna go. Now, when you turn on this grid right here, you can do selections like that. Slip mode is like this, it doesn't really attach to the grid, but grid mode attaches to the grid. When you do relative grid is what's going to save you. So let's just say you wanted to fly this over here, but you didn't want to do a whole selection or whatnot, or maybe you like to work in slip mode. What you would do is enhance relative grid, and then you can now take this, hit option and click copies in Pro Tools, and look, it's going to put the vocal relative to where the original vocal was. So you can see that it still has this little area in the beginning here. So that's very, very powerful. So let's just say you flew this over here, but you forgot this part. Now you don't want to do all this. Like for instance, you see how when we did this part came over, you're like, I don't want that part, I just wanted these two parts. Okay, great. Right, and then the artist is like, oh, actually bro, I want the word before it too. Boom, relative grid, no problem, it's over there.
Everybody see, crib all the way, no tears, crib in the hills, crib by the sea, crib IV. Everybody see, crib IV, all the way, no tears, crib in the hills, crib by the sea, crib IV.
You know, you could do some cool stuff like that. Now that is a secret to flying vocal, and you can never go wrong. So you would get better with this in practice. So you have to practice and get better flying vocals. All right, I know where the hook is gonna come. Boom, practice going out 40 bars or 32 bars or 24 bars. You know, you never know how an artist might want to structure their song. So once you have the tempo, you can now select anywhere in your timeline the beginning of where you want to fly your vocal and go all the way out to where the vocal is going to come back in again. And you're going to look so professional. You're going to save yourself so much time. And I wish you guys to become the best. If you're an engineer, become the best engineer you can. If you're an artist, make the best songs you can, because now you can experiment. Be like, okay, what would it sound like if I have my verse come back over here, right?
Bitch, Fazo go let the bitch ride in pieces. They living in, leave with no crease. Take this shit all the way, no tease. Crib in the hills,
you know, and then he's like, actually I like the verse over here now, I don't need the verse here now, you feel me? So you can do things, you can rearrange things, and that's where you develop your editing skills. That's it for now, my friend. I will see you in the next video. And that, my friend, is how you fly vocals around like a pro. It will be less likely you would have a question about how to fly a vocal. This is how I do it in my sessions, and you will now do it in yours. So I appreciate you sticking around with me today. It really means a lot. And be sure to check the description where you can turn your vocals into a professional sounding vocal, where I show you my vocal chain, my plugins, my settings, everything that you'll need to make your vocals sound amazing and stand out. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.